Hey, Kevin Curry. This is for Wednesday, April 10th. Um, so I'm just going to start with the lean hogs. We've got 87.45 to 62. I don't know if we're going to get down there or not, but yesterday's activity lends itself toward the possibility for sure, in that we settled below the low of the high. Um, yes, we have 92.35, which I'll show you here in just a moment. Oh, come on now. You're well aware of this. And I probably shouldn't spend much time in the lean hogs because I know we don't really have the appetite to participate. But insofar as it influences, the live cattle, it's worth looking at, I suppose. 92.35, there you go, right there. We close at 95.15, so it is reachable tomorrow. It would take us down to right about here, just ahead of this gap, 92.10 and 91.50. So 92.35 actually could contain weekly selling pressures even into later April. And in fact, the weekly chart, that is primary support for the weekly chart right now. But this is sell signal support. This is our base of support, as you can see. Pretty textbook here. If we close below it, then forget it. But by that time, you and I would be stopped out of that live cattle trade regardless. Speaking of which, I'm not even going to mess around with feeder cattle. Because I know it's kind of in a no man's land for us right now. We just know that it's bullish above 147.75. Uh, I will get to that spread after this. I think we should look at AUG actually because that seems to be that's obviously the position we're in. 117.02 doesn't look too bad. It could look more bullish, but I'll take it. 117.02 floor of support. If we close below it, then this 114.80 is likely, say by the end of next week. Until then, this is stable to bullish for the next week or two. We can take a look at that spread. It looks actually pretty damn good. In fact, after I saw the close today, I'm like, damn, probably should have sold a June and just called it two, Um, anyway, so this is looking likelier. And, I don't know, tough call, 1 to 2 weeks, I'd say. Um, and so that covers the livestock, I think. You've got ethanol, which we're not participating. RBOB, it's pushing beyond its significant high area like crude oil. And we can take a look at crude. Excuse me, I'm screwing around with the mic. This is just a short-term thing. I'm not even going to... All right, here you, CQG. Nope, doesn't want to snap, doesn't. All right. Anyway, this is a channel structure right here. 68.25. Yeah, I know there's nothing we want to do here right now, but truth is being bullish is the way to go. And I'll just dwell on this just for another 10 seconds. Come on, crude. 62.10. That is the extreme channel bottom. There's one inside there. There's probably half point higher around, 62.50 something. I forget. But anyway, that's our base. This is what we're looking for right now. So I am glad still. We closed negative on the day, but still glad that we got out of that put. May corn, all the grains kind of backed off today, but they came back nicely. So, this honestly, we're not in it right now, are we? Hold on a second. We're long a live cattle. Corn has to have a lower margin. So I didn't put this in the. This is really breakout resistance here. I've got 365 even today, but it's really 365 and 3/4. And honestly, if we close above it, I like it. I think low 380s. I'd rather go long of futures, I think. So I'll be watching this. And if you could just make a mental note for 367 and 3/4 for today. If we close above it, we could. We spiked. We came back nicely. Anyway, so there's corn. Soybeans. Where are you, soybeans? Damn it. I'm just going to go to the damn newsletter. There it is. Come here. All right. 907 and a quarter right here. That's our resistance. We close 898 and 3/4. Who knows if we'll even test this tomorrow, but this is a buy signal if settled above. I have no problem going long beans. You know, if we close at 907 half, 907 and three quarter, it's very similar to the buying the beans like we did a couple of weeks ago where it failed. But if it closes at 908 or higher, I don't have a problem going long or being long calls because I think the low 940s is likely within several weeks, which is this area here on the weekly chart, the weekly May chart. Okay. Until then, do we want to play the short side in beans? The truth is that has been the winning formula for weeks. Um, so, there's probably a slightly higher probability in selling beans at 907 and a quarter than buying them on a settlement above that at 908 or higher. But I digress. Um, take a quick look at wheat. That'll kind of round out the grains for us. Um, yeah, we're still this speed line held. This is the opposite of cattle, June cattle. Sorry. Yeah, June cattle actually held its speed line support. Uh, May wheat is holding its speed line resistance, probably similar highs and lows. In any event, so there's not much to do here. This is that 451 and change for today, 451 and three quarter. If we settle below it, expect to retest a 431 half long-term support, which could take just a few days, perhaps. I've got a week or two by the end of next week, but truly a few days. Holding above this, though, we continue attacking this resistance area over the next week or two. All right, so I could take a quick look at the S&P, but really, I'm just going to show you the newsletter and remind you that we just could test that long-term resistance or support area at 28.20 and a quarter. We did back off today. 28.20 and a quarter isn't that far away. I don't see it tomorrow, but we could by Friday's close, and that is our significant long-term support. What do we have here? Oh, this is NASDAQ. I don't know why I didn't erase that. Jesus. All right. So anyway. So that's that. All right, let's jump into. Oh, I should have started with Canadian. Let's see what we have here. I didn't really follow. Okay. All right, let's remove you. I hate that this needs to be redone all the time. I know that this channel bottom is below that speed line, but I still want it anyway. All right, so we got a new move high and a lower settlement. That's not incredibly bullish. I'll throw that out there, but we are certainly above this support range. And, you asked today, where are we wrong? I think it's right in here. I don't know what this is. Okay, this is trend line. All right. So this is our primary support, speed line at 75.02. Okay. And then this is our definitely wrong, get the hell out. In fact, I think it's below here, but I'll give it this trend line, which tomorrow is at 74.64. Okay. So, and this is conveniently narrowing every day. It'll get a little easier, I suppose, at least in terms of stop out. And I like the fact that we have the call. We've got plenty of breathing room here. We really, really, really would have to be wrong before we have to get out on this thing. Whereas in the futures, we'd be itching to get out just below the speed line or the channel, still risking that this thing could bottom out and then head back up again. So I think the call is a good strategy, and we're, you know, we're in good shape above 75.02. That's the bottom line here. And weekly chart, 76.89 is the top. So, alrighty. There's that same channel, but on the weekly chart. All right. We can take a quick run through the currencies once again. Nothing here for the euro. That's a weekly. All these are going to be weekly charts. Take a look at the Japanese yen. That's actually daily. Sorry. Nice little comeback on the yen. British pound. Anything? All right. Yeah, that number is the same, 29.35. That is our sell signal. Until then, this thing is just consolidation crazy. US dollar, quick reminder, backing off. Primary support down here in the 94 handle, 74. What the hell, 95.07? I guess that's a little different now. Obviously, this has not been updated from last week. 95. There you have it. All right, so we're not going to see this week, that's for sure. And I'm not interested in buying this, as I've been saying, until we either A, get above this 5/8 speed line, but even there, it's a little precarious. That would just be kind of a 3 to 5 week, 2-month play up into this area, but still a worthy buy signal. This is our bottom fishing territory, bottom picking, I should say. All right, gold rallied. Okay, there you are. All right, 15.5. So here's what I'm looking at with gold. We do have the former channel bottom, of course, but really, I'm not interested in buying this. In hindsight, the 1280s look great, but you know, we've got this rising channel bottom, we've got this horizontal channel top. This is at 1329. What is it? 1329.2. So you sell it here, you stop, you actually reverse above here. I'm not opposed to that play, actually. Selling it at 15.5 and stopping out with a settlement above 29.2. It's not so bad. These triple bottoms, I'm never crazy about them. They are generally like destined for failure. You know, it's a little strong, but it's true. Silver, copper. Take a quick look. Not much going on there. Still holding support essentially. Silver is. Copper. Copper's hanging in there. Still consolidation. Stable to bullish above this 83. All right, bear with me here. This formation is 3-2. That's 84.14. Lead contract copper. Bullish above. Nope. Well, we can take a quick look at platinum. I don't see anything happening here. Oh, look at this. Push through this. Look at that. That's beautiful. I missed this. This is weekly. That's this week already. 937 even. All right. I like this. I don't know if that's the way they're decimaled, but huh. We'll keep an eye on this. This seems to be primary resistance as opposed to this breakout resistance. In fact, I'm just going to take this away right now to keep it simple. All right. 30-year, I don't even want to look at it. 10-year. 10-year has not tested it, but not far off. Got down to 13 this week. 08, 06, 08 is your base of support. Settle higher in the week. You can begin to recover here now into May. NASDAQ. What's it doing? Not following through, that's for sure. So we have this channel support, channel 1, 2. This is tomorrow's trade. That's at 75.23 half. And I can see, you know, kind of a shorter term structure. That's at 75.39 and a half. There's all kinds of stuff in here, but yeah, it's still, you know, the truth is, as excited as I can get, it is a big contract. And I think we just do better when we're in smaller contracts right now. Sugar. A little higher. Close above this point. Oh, I didn't update that. Buy signal above. Until then, just creeping along. Cocoa. We'll get to the spreads here in just a moment. Cocoa backs off. 23.43. $15. Sorry to drag you through all this. All right. Buy signal cocoa, primary resistance up in here, obviously. That's a near-term buy signal only. And take a look at cotton. What did it do? Ah, look at that. 79.31. Maybe it was that high this morning when we talked. But it looks like it's got higher yet. I'm not sure. So there's that. This is primary resistance around 80. And this is our support. I mean, you can make a case to lead it with this, but it really is this. So if this thing sells off and settles the week below 75.04, it's a go with. So we could sell it here, breathe a sigh of relief with a settlement below here, or if we don't sell it up here, then we just sell it, initiate a position with a settlement below here. That would be the way to play this, in my opinion. So spreads corn. See what that July D's did today. There you go. God damn it. Oh, came back down. Come on. There you are. All right. This is a daily chart. So channel 22 for today is same price, 21.1. What I was talking about, this other thing, the buy signal, was here. I didn't say, I know it got a little confusing, but buy it at 21.1 and sell it at 17.2. What I was saying is if we failed to buy it at 21.1 and the market started trading up, then this is our go with to the upside. So if we didn't buy it at 21.1, we would buy it with a settlement above 17.2. Okay. If we close below this formation, this continues. This is we've missed all of this, but honestly, I think it's a good. I think it's good to sell this. Am I going to talk myself out of this right now? Let me see here. No, that's a channel structure that we're now violating. That you can see. We're below it. We just have to clip this one, and it just continues. Where it stops, is it going to get down here? I don't know. That is quite a significant break, but who knows? Who knows? So, yeah, I'm actually more inclined to go short this spread, if you will, below 21.1. I don't like bottom picking this right now. And what I was saying this morning is if we didn't buy 21.1 and the thing turned up, we buy it above 17.2. All right. D-March. There's that 5-minute bar. D-March again. Dees. This has been holding. This held. This is an intermediate channel structure. This is good if you're, let's buy this for a few weeks perhaps. But once again, it's more bearish below 22.2, 22.3 than it is bullish above 27.4. And I'm more comfortable selling this than buying this. And if we settle below this, then you go short again. This is a good support area, 33.3. I don't know if we'll get down there or not. So, spreads wheat. This happened yesterday. This is daily. This is July D's. We have a sell signal in this. Interesting. I guess I missed that, damn it. This is where you just get you get acclimated to these spreads after a while and you don't miss this stuff, but It's just starting out, you know. So anyway, this is what we're after. What is this in all reality? 23 down to 29 is about 7 cents. You know, but if you did it 10 times, not bad, right? I don't know what that margin would be, but May, July, that's the current one. Is it the, oh, that's July D's. All right. May, July. Okay, there's the channel bottom. That's negative 4.4. So this would be a spread to short, if you will, with a close today below negative 4. God damn it. Hold on. Sorry, Kevin. It's negative 4.7. Come on now. There's a delay when I click these. And this is negative 10, still negative 10.0. So 6, call it 5 cents. You know, what's the margin? Would it be exorbitant to do 10 of those or 5 of them? I'm not quite sure what our, you know, what is the spread margin and all that. And I mean, this is the July D's forecasting what is bound to happen also in the May, July. And there's still, you know, a month left in May, which is more than enough time for it to get down here. Something we could talk about. That's wheat. Bean spreads. July Nove. Okay. You know, here again, this is kind of a consolidation here. This is a 22.1. That's the next go with sell signal. It's obviously been bearish for a long time. If we settle below it, there's no saying we'll get down here. You know, you've got little structures on the way down. But so there's that. 22.1 is your sell signal. And your buy signal at this point is above 15.6, negative 15.6. I mean, you've got some stuff here at negative 18.2, but this is your buy signal in my opinion. Novjan. That gave a sell signal a week or so ago. Bear in mind, each of these is a day. There's got to be a really simple reason why these look so geometric and non-fluid, I guess, like a 5-minute bar. I don't know. July Nove. These are both July Nove. This is the primary spread right now in this contract. So, you know, I did outline this. We're okay above negative 22.1. This thing gets bullish above negative 15.6. Until then, the next few weeks just kind of play out inside there. Live cattle spreads. Okay, this is the June AUG, which we're familiar with, obviously. This is, you know this. Here's the AUG OC. So my question is, do we sell a settlement below this negative 1.225 in anticipation of this, you know, 1.825? What is that, 60 cents? You know, we would never do that if it was just a futures contract, but if we had a spread in there 5 or 10 times, is that something we could do? I guess these are the questions I'm curious as to what your answer is. June AUG, you're familiar with, of course, OC. That was OC-DEES. This is AUG-OC. This is OC-DEES. Once again, this is just bearish, bearish, bearish below here. Whether it continues south is anybody's guess. But this would be bullish with a settlement above, especially if you looked at something like, you know, well, I guess that's about the same damn thing. I just might buy this settlement above this channel formation at negative 3.50. But this is the area then you'd want to see it get up and over. So lean hogs holding this channel. This is primary support as I was telling you yesterday, and now it's at 625. And this is at 05, same. And this is at 75. So yeah, I'm not at all opposed to these spreads. So if we sold this, let's say we sold it at 0.75 a couple days ago, we'd be at negative 2 point. We would have made 2 points on that spread already. If it was 1 by 1, that would be decent for our account. So, you know, but that is a volatile spread right now. There's no two ways about it. October, holding this low area, but the speed line is now a moot point. So is this one up here, by the way, because we've got a new low. So I'll have to redo this. I can do it very quickly in an approximate way right here, you know. And that's not mathematically precise, but it is consistent with this channel structure. So it's in the low 11s. This is the ceiling, and I'm sure I have this already illustrated probably somewhere else, but you know, this sell signal, I think that's what we're looking for. Is that what I had said? Yeah, here we are. Yep. Little bounce in here, but that's the sell signal. Boom. It's a 3-4 point move on the AUG-OCC, but we're 2/3 of the way through it. October Dees. All right. I like this, by the way. I like this these channel structures. And you can close below it. You're definitely wrong. So you could even reverse, but this October Dees spread, and I don't know what kind of volume we have, but once again, we could buy it here, and you know, you're talking about a 3-point spread here between you get up before you get up to resistance. Bean meal spread. I don't know if you want to look at this. Yeah, forget it. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And I don't think so. 27 minutes. All right. This is a little later tonight. I went out for dinner early, blah, blah, blah. So there you have it. And we can talk in the morning. All right. Take it easy.